Good morning, YouTube. Now I say good morning, but by the time you guys get this, it'll probably be afternoon or tonight or whenever you guys watch it. But today we got the second half of my 200K pack opening. First half I got 5 gold legends, so if this one is anywhere close to that, my team will be in great shape. We just picked up Craig Elo, a decent silver legend. He's a good shooter from that old Cavaliers team with Mark Price. I would rather got Mark Price, obviously, but can't get everything, right? I'm going to fast forward all the boring pack openings, and anytime I get a player, I'll let it go normally, whether it's Craig Elo or Anthony Bowie or a gold legend. But this pack opening is going to be a little slow. I don't get a whole lot of players, so I'm going to have to talk about something different today. Now, this past weekend, I went out to eat, and I was a little confused. I went to Boston Market. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. It used to be called Boston Chicken about, 15 years ago. But anyway, the reason I'm confused is I don't know if it's supposed to be a fast food restaurant like McDonald's or Burger King, or a sit-down restaurant like Applebees or T.G.I. Fridays. So when I walk in, it looks like a fast food restaurant to me. You go up to the counter and order what you want. I got the half chicken meal. Now, anytime you say meal, that usually means it's fast food restaurant. Like, yeah, well, I'll have number 6, no pickles. But then they're like, you get 2 sides with that. So I'm like, all right, I'll have the mashed potatoes and the mac and cheese, which are sit-down restaurant foods. Oh, wait, except for KFC and Popeyes and Church's Chicken. But here's where I get a little confused. They put my food on a ceramic plate and give me real silverware. Now, I've never seen a fast food restaurant do that. And the price for one meal was like over $10. And at fast food restaurants, my meals usually cost anywhere between $5 to $8. So I would say the prices dictate a sit-down restaurant. But then they give me a plastic cup with a lid and tell me to go fill that shit up myself at the soda fountains. And there's not too many sit-down restaurants where you fill up your own sodas. And I kind of wish there were, because sometimes they take forever to fill up your sodas. And those cups are small to begin with. It's like, where are the big boy cups at? So as I begin to walk away to the soda fountains to fill up my soda, the person behind the counter asks me where I would like to sit. Now, usually at fast food restaurants, you just sit wherever you want. You don't have to tell anybody. I mean, what, are you keeping tabs on me or something? So I say, I'm sitting in that booth in the back. What's it to you? So then I go back to the counter, and I'm like, where the hell's my food at? And they're like, oh, that chick over there took it to your booth. I'm thinking to myself, I'm walking over there anyway. I have hands, I have feet. Like, what's the difference if I'm carrying a little tray with a couple pieces of chicken on it? So I'm sitting there, eating, talking to my friends. And every once in a while, this chick comes by and asks if everything's alright. I'm like, yeah, everything's alright. If something wasn't alright, I would have came up to the counter. And I mean, if you want to refill the soda for me, go ahead. Cherry Coke with a little bit of ice, please. She's like, oh, sorry, we don't do that. I'm like, alright, then beat it. Go on, get. And then I'm eating and eating still. One of my dumb friends asks a really dumb question. Hey guys, how much do you want to leave for a tip? I'm like, what are you, stupid? So I answer his question with a dumb question of my own. I ask him, what's 0% of $13? And this moron's looking at me with a dumb face like he's actually trying to figure it out. I'm like, here, let me help you out there for you, buddy. It's $0.00. He's like, oh, well, we gotta leave her something, man. I mean, we can't just leave without tipping her, man. It's not right. I'm like, tip her for what? She carried our food over to our table, which is maybe like a 15-foot walk. I mean, maybe if she refilled my drink, I would have thought about it. I don't know. And that's another thing I'm confused about. Whenever I go to a buffet, like just recently, I went to the Golden Corral buffet. Now, you're up walking around getting your food the whole time, so there shouldn't be a need for a waiter or a waitress, right? But they have them anyway, so they can fill up your drinks for you. So you're telling me that they can't put these soda fountains out in the open so we can just fill our drinks up ourselves? Now, I do tip the soda fillers at the buffets. I don't know why I feel obligated to tip them and not the person at Boston Market. Not too much of a difference, as I just picked up Tim Duncan. But in all fairness, the people at the buffets do a little bit more. They take your plates and silverware when you're done with them. And they are kind of fast at filling up the sodas. Not as fast as I'd like. I mean, when I get to the point where there's like a couple sips left in my soda, I kind of have to save it for the more spicier food, because I'm scared if I drink it and then I eat my spicy food, it might be a while before they come back with that soda. So yeah, there's a lot of planning going into eating at buffets, but that's a whole nother topic for another time. I don't want to get into that. That's like another 10-minute discussion. Yeah, so let me know in the comments below whether you think Boston Market is a fast food restaurant or a sit-down restaurant. I think it's a fast food restaurant trying to pose as a sit-down restaurant so they can charge more for their chicken and try to fool you into tipping their people that just carry your food out for you. Also, do you guys tip the people that fill up your sodas at the buffets? As we just picked up another gold legend, John Williams. Also, you've been listening to Backwoodz Kuntry by Zane Alexander and a Letterman jacket. As always, his link will be in the description. I'll have a gameplay out with all my new legends either Thursday or Friday. Until then, see you later, guys.